So operation with complex number, that is in the complex number chapter, what are the operations we do with the complex number that we will be seeing in this video. So first is what? Addition, right? Addition of complex number. And the second one is what? Subtraction. Third one is what? Multiplication. And the fourth one is what? Division, right? So these are the operations that we are going to see in this video. So first one, let us look into the addition, right? Addition of the two complex number, right? So suppose we have two complex numbers z1 and z2, right? Z1 is equal to, let us take x1 plus iy1, and z2 is what? X2 plus iy2, right? So adding the two is we will get another new complex number, that is, let us suppose we will say that as a z a, right? A suffix a is for addition of the two. So now z a is equal to what? Z1 plus z2. So put the z1 and z2 in the same order, right? X1 plus iy1 plus x2 plus iy2. Now what we will do, we will add the real part of the two complex numbers separately and imaginary part of the two complex numbers separately, right? Like this. So real part of the two complex number is what? X1 plus x2. Put it into the bracket. Now plus sign, I is taken out common, and y1 plus y2. So this is the what? Addition, right? Addition result of the two complex number. Now in the next, so what we have here seeing that the real part of z1 plus real part of z2, right, plus imaginary plus iota taking common, and imaginary part of z1 plus imaginary part of z2, right? This one is the addition format. And the subtraction is also in the same manner, that is subtraction is what? This is also the same thing, addition with the negative sign. This is called the subtraction, right? So z1 zs is equal to z 1 minus z2. Yeah, in the subtraction the order matters, right? Z1 minus z2 will be the different result, and z2 minus z1 will be the different result. So z1 minus z2 is what? X1 plus I y1 minus of x2 plus iy2, right? This is the subtraction format. Now we will do again real part separately and imaginary part separately. So x1 minus x2 bracket plus iota common and y1 minus y2. This is the subtraction format, right? This is what? Subtraction. Now we will do third one, multiplication, right? Multiplication. So what is the multiplication? That is z, suppose zm equal to what? Z1 into z2. So z1 zm is equal to, z1 is what? X1 plus iy1 into x2 plus iy2, right? This is the two format. Now we will do simply the multiplication in two variable like x1 y1 and x2 y2. So there is nothing difference here. So what we will do, first we will multiply this by this, and again this by this, again this by this, and this by this. This is the multiplication format, right? So first what will be it? Z x1 x2, and this when multiplied by this is equal to I times x1 y2, right, plus I times multiplied by this y1 x2, right, plus this I, and I becomes I square times y1 y2. Now we will separate the real and imaginary part, right? So this is the real part, x1 x2, right, and I square becomes minus 1, right? So this will again become the real part, so minus y1 y2, right? This is the real part, right? Now taking out iota from this and this common, right? X1 y2 plus y1 x2, this is the multiplication result. So you can see that what is the result from this equation, this multiplication equation, x1 x2 plus y1, sorry, x1 x2 minus y1 y2, right? And this one once this one and one this one. So now the fourth one is what? Division. Division. So division is what? Z, suppose we write ZD, right? And this one is Z1 by Z2. This is again the here again the order is the matter of concern, that Z1 and by Z2 is different, but Z2 by Z1 is also different, right? So Z1 by Z2 is what? X1 plus IY1 divided by X2 plus IY2. Now there comes a concept, that is rationalization of denominator. On division we do what? Rationalization of denominator. So rationalization of denominator is what? X1 plus IY1. We leave the numerator part same as it is, but multiply the conjugator complex of the denominator part in the numerator and in the denominator. So x2 plus iy2 is the z2, and we will multiply the complex conjugate of the this denominators. So x2 minus iy2 will be the complex conjugate. So complex conjugate is what? Actually we just only change the imaginary part sign and we write it as a same, write the same complex number just by changing the imaginary part sign. So we will multiply it by in numerator and denominator both. So denominator is multiplied and numerator is again x2 minus I y2. Now if we solve this, then what we will get, I will show you that on solving this we will get what? On this solution, ZD is equal to what? We have written x1 plus iy1 into x2 minus iy2. This is the rationalization part, and here x2 plus iy2 into x2 minus iy2. So this we can see in the denominator there is a format of x1 plus x2 into x1 minus x2. So this will become what? x1 square, or this is like a plus b into a minus b, and it will be like a square minus b square, right? So what it will be like, leaving the numerator part in same, x1 plus iy1 x2 minus iy2 by x2 square minus of iy2 square. So when we will multiply the numerator again, then x1 x2 will multiply this first by this and this one again by this, so minus of x1 y2 and here iota, and again I y1 into x2. So I y1 x2 and I y1 minus of I multiplied when, then it will be minus 1, so it will be plus, so y1 y2, right? By what? x2 square, and this minus will be get cancelled by I squares minus, that is I square will again give minus 1, so this will be plus and y2, right? So now it will be x1 x2, separating the real and imaginary part. So real part is here x1 x2 plus y1 y2, and the imaginary part is what? Plus taking I as a common from here, so y1 x2, and from here x1 y2, right? In the denominator it is x2 square plus y2 square. So and next what it will be, like dividing by denominator separately in the real part and in the imaginary part. It will get converted like this: x1 x2 plus y1 y2 divided by x2 square plus y2 square plus iota times y1 x2 minus x1 y2 divided by x2 square plus y2 square. This is the final answer, division result, right? So you can follow the same format, same procedure, or you can just remember the result, that is this one, right? If we have two complex number in the format x1 plus iy1 and x2 plus iy2, and we have to divide the z1 by z2, then this will be the result. So this was the four operation we generally do with the complex number.